In this video, we visit the Pueblo Magico of Cholula, home to the largest pyramid in the world. Then we see one of the most beautiful churches we've seen so far in Mexico. And finally, we head to the town of Tehuacán to see yet another impressive pyramid.
We are Georgia and David. We quit our jobs to travel full-time around Mexico with our 14-year-old Sheltie-Poo Meep. Our goal is to take a picture with her in front of 100 Pueblo signs. This morning we drove about 30 minutes to the Pueblo Magico of Cholula.
Cholula is home to the biggest pyramid in Mexico, and not all of it has been excavated, so a good part of it is still covered in grass. And at the very top of it, the Spanish kind of pulled the ultimate jerk move and built a church on top of it. So we are going to head up what I believe is 686 steps today to appreciate the view and take a look at the church. One of the other cool things about Cholula is it's actually made up of two towns, so Meep gets two sign photos today.
Muy divertido. While the climb to the top certainly wasn't easy, I don't think it was 686 steps. The views along the walk were very impressive, and the church at the top was beautiful. Unfortunately, no photos or video were allowed inside. Oh look, a squirrel! We continued on to take our second family photo of the day.
So we stopped at Amor Bonito, which is a little cafe, and we have ordered some tlacoyos with both red and green salsa and some margaritas.
We just finished up lunch here in Cholula at Big Kahuna Burger, which is kind of made after the whole Pulp Fiction thing. The patties were really good. They weren't frozen patties, they were homemade. And there was another suggestion by the country collectors, and we second that for sure. And it was a tasty burger.
So we are currently at Convento San Gabriel. This is the second oldest, I believe, convent in Mexico. It was built in the 1520s, so it is incredibly old, and the main chapel is very beautiful. So we're gonna check out the grounds a little bit more.
So on the way back to find our car, we stopped here and they have this little open air, I guess, food truck area. And we decided to get a couple pulques. Georgia got natural and I got mango. And they're freaking huge.
So the stand that we ordered the pulques from, they also have mezcal, and it is quite good. It's a little bit smoky, but not too smoky. It came with an option of different salts, and I got the salt in Jamaica, which I haven't had before. It's really good. So this church is only about 4 kilometers outside the centro of Cholula, and the inside is absolutely spectacular. Unfortunately, they don't allow you to take photos or video while inside, but it is absolutely worth the trip, and you should come see it for yourself.
These two churches are definitely in the running for the most beautiful we have seen in Mexico. The style of the two churches were very similar, as the interiors were both completely covered in ornate wooden carvings painted in gold. Today we drove about 2 hours to Tehuacán Viejo, which is an archaeological zone, and we snuck Meep in. You can probably hear her in the background.
We had her in the backpack when we paid to get in, which was 70 pesos per person. And the lady didn't say anything. I don't know if she noticed it wasn't just a regular backpack, but here we are. The good news is we are the only ones here, except for the guys who appear to still be looking for more artifacts. And the bad news is that the museum is currently closed for renovations. But as you can see, behind us here is a pyramid, and there's no one else in the frame. Okay, so we wrapped up at the first pyramid, which I mistakenly thought was the only pyramid, and then David spotted a sign.
It said Templo Mayor.
And so I thought, oh my goodness, there's something bigger. And yes, behind me there is something even bigger and even better. So we're going to continue to check this place out. There is a lot to see here.
So you can see they're still excavating this site, and this is one of the few archaeological zones where we've been to where they don't allow you to climb up on the pyramids. The view from up there would be amazing. We are certainly not experts on the restoration of archaeological zones, but there seemed to be a lot of concrete and construction present here. After the ruins, we continued on to the town of Tehuacán. Our first stop was to take our family photo. Our next stop was the Secretaría de Relaciones Exteriores building, which has some beautiful murals in the porticos.
So we stopped just on the outskirts of the main Jardín here. The restaurant's name is La Granja, which means farm. And we both got the arranchera, which comes with a bunch of different sides. We also both got Modelo's. And a little old guy came by and he said he made little corn dolls, and I have never seen a little corn husk doll quite like this one, so we had to get it for just 50 pesos.
When we first walked by this church, they were having service, so we stopped back by before heading back to Puebla. The inside was far more impressive than the outside.
Thanks for watching, and as always, if you have any questions, comments, or suggestions, leave them down below. And if you haven't already, check out our other day trips from Puebla here.